How did the primitive church worship? When we think of worship today, we picture a church full of people, everyone seated, one person speaking into a microphone, and the congregation listening in silence. But was it so in the primitive church? In 1 Corinthians 14, Paul describes a very different gathering. He saith, "How is it then, brethren, when ye come together, every one of you hath a psalm, hath a doctrine, hath a tongue, hath a revelation, hath an interpretation." Notice, more than one brother could take part. There were psalms, teaching, prayer, prophecy, and exhortation. Paul also commands, "Let the prophet speak 2 or 3, and let the other judge." Those who listened were not merely a passive audience. The brethren also judged what was spoken. Paul adds, "If anything be revealed to another that sitteth by, let the first hold his peace." One brother might be speaking, yet another could also be given opportunity. There was participation. There was discernment. There was interaction. But Paul also opposed disorder. For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. And, "Let all things be done decently and in order." So it was not confusion. It was liberty with order. Acts 2:42 presents the pillars of these gatherings: the apostles' doctrine, fellowship, breaking of bread, and prayers. There was also singing. Paul speaks of psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, with the brethren teaching and admonishing one another. Worship was not centered exclusively upon a single preacher. The church took part in the edifying of the church. After the apostles, however, we begin to see greater organization. The Didache, probably written between the end of the 1st century and the beginning of the 2nd, still presents gathering, prayer, breaking of bread, and thanksgiving. At the beginning of the 2nd century, Ignatius of Antioch already reveals more structured leadership, with bishops, presbyters, and deacons. Around AD 155, Justin Martyr describes a more organized Sunday gathering. The reading of the prophets and apostles, exhortation, prayer, bread, wine, thanksgiving, and distribution unto the brethren. Consider the progression. In the apostolic period, we see a strongly participatory gathering. As generations passed, a more defined structure appeared. Today, in many churches, we have nearly reached the opposite extreme. One person speaks while hundreds or thousands merely listen. Larger congregations understandably require organization, but the question remaineth, in seeking to preserve order, have we not lost part of the participation that existed in the primitive church? For Paul's command was never, "Let no one else speak." His command was, "Let all things be done unto edifying," and "Let all things be done decently and in order."